One of the recurring purposes of the visual arts is to localize the sacred. In this painting, by the African-American artist Clementine Hunter, the flight into Egypt takes place along the Cane River in rural Louisiana. As if the Holy Family's journey from Bethlehem to Egypt took them across the very plantation where Hunter lived. She depicts this biblical motif as if it were a contemporary and local event. In fact, across the history of the visual arts, artists have imagined their own world as a location for the sacred. In this Ethiopian icon, the artist imagines the Virgin Mary and Christ child as Ethiopian. And in this image, the Annunciation takes place in a 15th century Flemish living room. The success of Hunter's painting is that it naturally situates the Holy Family's journey to Egypt along the Cane River. By depicting the flight into Egypt as a local event, Hunter makes this biblical narrative more accessible and immediate. Joseph walks ahead while Mary and the Christ child ride a white horse. They are followed by a faithful dog. The Holy Family travels through this inclined landscape from left to right. By orienting their journey in the same direction that we read across the composition, Hunter unites our visual journey with their flight to safety. Hunter's painting does not describe the Holy Family's flight with any sort of biblical accuracy. However, this creative departure from the Bible highlights the sense of purpose that Hunter had for her art. Hunter was a visual storyteller, and many of her paintings document the spiritual life of her community. As this biblical narrative is depicted taking place within Hunter's own world, the flight into Egypt becomes one of the local stories in her community's own history. The Holy Family are escorted by two angels. In fact, angels are present in many of Hunter's paintings. This entire sacred drama is observed by angels. And they attend to the crucified Christ. Hunter believed that angels were always present around her. One of the distinctive features of Hunter's angels is their cone-shaped hair. The artist explained this saying,
"Somebody asked me one time why I make their heads pointed. I'd just tell them, if you were up there flying around in the sky with all the wind, your hair would be messed up too."
Hunter's statement seems to imply that she regarded her paintings as completely naturalistic. For Hunter, these angels and the travelers that they escort were not fabrications of fantasy. She depicted her motif, the flight into Egypt, as she saw it, as if she had personally witnessed the Holy Family when their journey to Egypt took them right by her home in rural Louisiana.